EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the Commonwealth of Massachusetts and Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, where the keeper of the light sounds the foghorn to signal it's time for football. Tonight, a good one on Monday Night Primetime. It's the New York Giants and the New England Patriots on Monday Night Primetime.
2025 New England Patriots.
Mike Tirico and Greg Olson, glad you're with us. Out is the rookie from Greg's alma mater. That's Andres Borregales to get us started. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Giants offense making their way out for the first time. They're led out by the first-round pick in 2025 out of Ole Miss. It's Jackson Dart.
You hear people talk about it all the time, and it's especially true, Mike, for young rookie quarterbacks, is just the speed of the game. They had a lot of success in college. They were probably the best player on their team, but just everything is faster. Everything happens with a little more urgency. The quarterbacks at the young age that can make that transition the quickest, everything else then tends to slow down.
That is knocked away. Incomplete. Good coverage there defensively. All over him. And it'll be second down.
Really nice play there by the defender, Mike. He realized there was probably no opportunity to come away with the interception. Next best thing, get your hand on it, break up the pass, put an end to that play pretty quick.
On second down, Dart. They'll try to hit him with it. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
A gain of 9 brings up third down.
Trying to avoid the early 3 and out, they face third and a yard. They'll run the sneak, and he's only going to be able to get back to the line. That's all. 3 plays to start. Quick fourth down. It's the quarterback with the sneak, and he's going to have the Giants' first down. They find a way to keep the drive going with the fourth down conversion.
Pretty simple here, Mike. Every team, they have this sheet up in the box. It's their own analytics telling them when to go for it, when not to go for it. And in this spot, their metrics say go for it, sneaks the call, first down.
He'll run again. 10 yards on the scramble there, and he picks up the first down.
A gain of 10 yards. That's another Giants first down. It's a gain of 10.
A quarterback who can extend the play with his legs, Mike, is just such a key element to today's modern offenses. You can see there was nowhere for him to go with the ball, but he decides to turn into a runner, picks up a great gain, and ultimately the first down.
And they'll take this down inside the 35.
18 more yards.
That's another first down, another big play. The defense has some issues. Gain of 18.
And this offense just continues to methodically move the ball down the field here on their opening drive, Mike. And I think defensively, they've got to figure something out. Otherwise, this has the looks for one of those.
The pass rush gets home, and he goes down.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sit and duck for this pass rush.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Out of shotgun. It's Dart. That one down the field, but it is incomplete.
When you air it out like that on these big shots downfield, they're not always high percentage plays. It takes a lot of things to line up timing-wise, location of the field, accuracy of the throw to result in those big plays, but I think they've got to continue to search for those and try to generate a little bit of a spark.
He'll try to run for it. And the rookie gives himself up there at the end. That's a sign of a guy who's learned it quick, picking up the first down.
And the Giants' first down.
You certainly can't fault the secondary here. The coverage was almost too good downfield on 3rd down. The quarterback realized quickly there was nowhere for him to go with the ball, decides to become a runner. He's able to pick up the first down and some.
He's got it at the 7. And he'll be taken down, but we have a chance for the first points of this game as they've set up 1st and goal.
It's been a really good drive so far, but what I really like, Mike, is they're down here in the red zone and they continue to attack. Now, not quite a touchdown, but with 1st and goal, this defense certainly has their back against the ropes.
Tracy, and he's going to go backward, taken down at the 6.
A loss of 3 brings up 2nd and goal at the 6-yard line.
The task a bit tougher as they face 2nd and goal. Throwing, Dart. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. He can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Oftentimes, it's the wide open ones that are the hardest to catch. It seems like the ball is in the air forever. You start overthinking it, you start really making more of it than what you should, and you let it slip away.
He'll try and get it, and he will get into the end zone. Jackson Dart, touchdown, New York.
Giants.
A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
Younghoe Koo now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Giants will take a 7-0 lead.
Patriots nothing.
So out is Koo. He'll kick this one away after the touchdown. Here comes a return from the 5. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. So here come the Patriots, and Greg, they are led by their 2nd-year quarterback, the number 3 overall pick in 2024 out of North Carolina. It's Drake May.
I always like studying quarterbacks in year 2. I think rookie year, there can either be a lot of growth, right? There's the biggest ability to take that jump, but there's also some struggles you have to work through. In year 2, a full offseason, really understanding the playbook. Things have kind of slowed down for you. I feel like year 2 is a really good indicator of what long-term success looks like for any young quarterback.
Javon Holland on the tackle. A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 26-yard line.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. To throw now, May. Open man, DeMario Douglas. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Throwing is May. He'll look deep here for Diggs. That one is batted away. Incomplete. No separation that time. Tightly defended. It brings up 4th down.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on 3rd down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up and they fail through the air, and we're going to have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
But he cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return. The Giants offense ready to see the football for the 2nd time. They lead 7-0 thanks to the touchdown on the opening drive. So try to double up here as they begin this drive 1st and 10. On the play fake, here's Dart. He gets that complete downfield to Slayton. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45.
And the Giants.
An ideal beginning to this drive. 24 on the first play.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this is going to take advantage.
And the throw left sideline caught. They rule incomplete. Couldn't keep the feet in. And it's 2nd down. Now it's Tracy looking to run, and not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
Tackle made at the 47-yard line. A gain of 1 brings up 3rd down and 9.
3rd and 9. In motion, it's Robinson. Out of the gun, 3rd down. It's Dart. That one too far out in front. It is incomplete.
Well, they couldn't start the game with 2 straight scoring drives. Much better job by the defense after some struggles on the opening drive. Coming out, forcing a stop, and now let's see if their offense can go out and even this up.
And we will not have a return on this one. Ball's going to hit and continue out of bounds. The Patriots offense ready for their 2nd possession. First and 10 now from the 36. On play action, here's May. He's got his man, Keyshawn Boutte. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield. 13 yards to start that drive. And a quick first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Unbalanced look here to the right side on 1st and 10. Handoff, and it's Henderson. Finds an alley to the 35. And he's going to be taken down, but not until he reaches the 20-yard line.
It's a gain of 31
So
yards.
31 yards on this play. A second big one in a row, and another first down.
10 at the 20-yard line.
Explosive plays. Teams understand just how valuable they are in regards to the ability to score points. Typically, they come through the air, Mike. In this case, they got it on the ground. Now Well, they find themselves inside the red zone.
Mario Douglas, incomplete. Tyler Newman there defensively.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Operating from the shotgun, it's May. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
They'll let the fullback try to push the pile. And he will have a Patriots first down by a couple of yards. Able to convert there on 3rd and 1.
At the 8-yard line.
Nice run right there. You get down here into the red zone area, Mike, and yards are hard to come by. He's able to stick his head in there and sets him up for 1st and goal.
May gonna hold on to this one. Nothing there. He is fortunate just to get back to the line. Now it's 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play.
A lot of defense's strategy of defending the zone read, Mike, is we want that quarterback to pull the ball. It's one of their few chances throughout the course of the game where they can get their hits on him, and in this case, they're able to hold him to no gain.
Throwing on 2nd down. May to the goal line and in. Touchdown, New England.
Touchdown, Patriots.
Now Andres Borregales for the extra point. The kick is good, and the Pats will tie things up at 7-7 here in the opening quarter. We're all tied, 7 apiece, and the kick's away. Olszewski now to return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Giants offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. All even here in this opening quarter. And the drive will begin with first down. Dart. Pushed out to his left. Now he takes off. How about 25 yards to start the drive? First down.
It's a gain of 25 yards on the play. And the Giants first down.
The defense is going to have to come up with a plan for this quarterback using his legs, Mike, or it's going to be a long day. They knew coming in he was a threat, but I'm not sure they thought he would be this effective.
He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
On the handoff, here comes Tracy. And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's third down.
At the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 2 yards, and it's third down.
from the gun. It's Dart. Throwing on the run. It's behind his man, and it's incomplete.
It's fourth down.
Here's their punter now, and he'll be looking for something better after that poor first punt. Hey, this upcoming week, it marks one of our favorite times of the year here at EA Sports. It's the kickoff to John Madden Thanksgiving Celebration Week. Big John's such a presence on that holiday for so many of us, and we look forward to a big slate of games coming up on Thanksgiving. Packers and Lions start things out, followed by the Chiefs and Cowboys. What a scene that will be. And then finally, the Bengals and the Ravens on Thursday night. On the ground, it's Henderson to start this drive. Trying to bounce that outside. It went a long way for a gain of nothing.
Right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 15-yard line.
2nd and 10. Once more, it's Henderson. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
By Brian Burns. A 2-yard loss brings up 3rd down and 12.
So we've played one quarter here on a Monday night. Pair of sevens on the scoreboard. And we're back to Foxborough in a moment. Time for the second quarter. Patriots with the football. 3rd and long. As we are ready to get back underway. Open man is Douglas. It's complete. They're going to get this all the way up close to the 40-yard line. A big one there on 3rd down. Good for 26 yards.
39-yard line.
I really like the rhythm that this offense has found. I mean, that 3rd down, that wasn't a layup by any means, but they made it look easy. Everybody was exactly where they needed to be. The quarterback did a nice job working through his progression, saying, okay, I understand this is zone defense. I understand where the limitations of the coverage are. I'm going to get to that spot on the field as fast as I can, deliver the ball, pick up the first down. All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it, but I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
And he will not be able to get free, picking up only a yard. Now, it's 3rd down.
And 8.
He'll let this go deep for Diggs. And that is incomplete.
And I think at this point here, 2nd quarter of this game, I think now is where we can start seeing each team open up their offense a little bit more. Early on, everyone's kind of feeling each other out, getting a taste of what the game plans are. Here they finally take a shot downfield. Nice job by the defense, but this is going to put a little depth in that coverage and hopefully open up some other things.
And that is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down. The Giants offense make their way out to take over once more. On play action, it is Dart. The pressure gets there, and down he goes.
Safe to say the defense wasn't fooled by that play fake. at all. By the time the quarterback got his head around, there was a big old defensive tackle bearing down on him and brings him down for the sack.
They'll motion their tight end, Johnson. Looking for his tight end on the corner route. He's got it. The rookie from Ole Miss put that one on target for the first down.
And these are the throws that when they evaluate young quarterbacks coming out of college, they want to see you be able to make. Everyone worries about how far you can throw the ball, and while that's certainly important, to be able to make the throws from sideline to sideline, especially in those intermediate zones, drive the ball through space, because in this league, an open window is going to close in a hurry.
3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd down and 7. Out of the gun, here comes Dart. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. He didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up 3rd down.
If he's able to get the ball out of his hand on time, that's probably a completion, but there's a little hesitation for one reason or another, and by the time he lets it go, he has a defender bearing down on him and leads to an incompletion.
That's made right side. It's Johnson. And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down.
Seemed to me, Mike, before that ball was even snapped, the quarterback had already made up his mind. I'm throwing the ball to the tight end no matter what the look is, and he's counting on the big body picking up the rest after the catch, and even though he's able to secure the ball, nice job by the defense keeping him short of the sticks.
A fair catch called for and made, but hold everything. There's a flag backed by the kicker. It may very well give him new life.
Automatic first down.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Off the bootleg, here is Dart. He'll swing this out wide to Tracy. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line. That's 13 more on that play. And quickly, another first down.
And what really stands out about this drive is the ability of the quarterback to really spread the ball around to multiple targets and put so much pressure on the defense, deciding who do they want to account for, because no matter who they try to take away, the quarterback's doing a nice job of finding the open man.
He'll work forward for a couple. Robert Spillane spills him there.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd down and 7. Motion man is Hyatt. A play fake, now Dart. Nowhere to go, he is taken down.
Sometimes these rushes just all come down to the speed, and watch how fast he's able to get on the quarterback here, Mike. He hits his back foot. He's got nowhere to go.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Now, Dart. This one just too far for the receiver out in front of him. That one falls incomplete.
I really like the personnel adjustment by the defensive coordinator, Mike. They go dime coverage, so they're going to bring out 6 defensive backs, really play the pass and muddy it up with as many pass defenders as you can. Nowhere to go with the ball, and now we got to see, does the offensive coordinator, when he sees that dime package take the field, what answers does he have?
That's going to be out of bounds, no return, and the drive's going to start from just inside the 20-yard line. So now the New England offense getting ready for their next possession. It's Henderson. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 18-yard line.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. From out of the gun, here's May. That one taken in by Douglas. And he's got it to the 35-yard line. And we'll get a whistle, stoppage, an injured Patriot. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. Ball out to the 35-yard line as they come up for 1st and 10. A run, and this is Henderson. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 34-yard line.
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Throwing now is May. Thrown into a sea of bodies, but it's complete. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
3rd and 5. Working out of the gun, it's May. That'll be caught, it's Travion Henderson. And he puts his head down and he picks up the 1st down.
That's good for our Patriots. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
To throw is May. Throw here down the field. Will fall. Incomplete.
He does a fantastic job, Mike, of not only locating the ball in the air, but then attacking it hands on hands. That's exactly something they work on every week in practice. Great job translating those drills into a live game.
May to the air once more. Moving to his right. And he'll get down, avoid the hit, gain about 7, setting up 3rd down.
Initially, they do a really nice job taking away his 1st and 2nd reads, but what they fail to do is account for him as a runner. He ends up making something positive out of a play that initially didn't look like it had much of a chance.
3rd and short, and here is May. On the move, past the 40. The screen works for 10 yards and a 1st down.
A gain of 10 yards. That's another Patriots 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Well, a little unconventional play call here. You don't traditionally see the screen game used on 3rd down at these shorter down and distances, but in this case, they catch the defense off guard, they timed it up well, and the back is able to convert and pick up the 1st down.
Off the play fake, it's May. He's found his receiver, Butte. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. Give them 17 more, and they are on a roll. Another 1st down. To throw now, May. Here's a screen taken in by Henderson. And he's close to another 1st down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
10 more yards. Complete to Travion Henderson. 10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the Giants'
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. We'll go play action with May. Kayvon Thibodeau, former 5th overall pick, in there to drop him.
That last sack is exactly why defensive coaches preach over and over. Just play the next down. Just continue to make them snap the ball again. You're one big defensive play from changing everything about this drive, and what once looked like a promising drive, following that sack, looks a little bit different now.
Trying to keep a drive alive, going to have to convert on 3rd and 9. Throwing is May. And he overshoots everyone. It's through the back of the end zone and incomplete.
It's been a bit of a pedestrian game for this quarterback and ultimately this passing game here today, Mike, and I know they all would have loved to connect on that deep throw. I think that stat sheet would have looked a whole lot different, but just a little off in their execution and leads to an incompletion.
A 34-yard attempt.
The kick is perfect, right down the middle. And the Pats will break our tie and take a 10-7 lead. After the made field goal, back out is Borregales to kick this one away. Olszewski now to return. He'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop. Here's the Giants offense now. They get set to take over once more.
Their own 22-yard line.
On the give, it's Tracy. He plunges forward for a couple of yards. Jack Gibbons is there to bring him down.
Tackled at the 25-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 8. They'll run again. It's Tracy again. And this will be a Giants first down as he's able to get it up to the 37-yard line.
A gain of 12 yards.
2 minutes to play in the first half of a 3-point game. We're back to Foxborough after this. Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line for 1st and 10. On the ground, it's right back to Tracy. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. 19 more on that one, and another first down.
That's another Giants first down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Out of shotgun, it's Dart. And he let him a bit too much. That pass is incomplete.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's going to have to get a lot better with the ball.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
3rd and 6. Throwing is Dart. He'll take a shot here. Back to the end zone. That one broken up in the end zone. It's incomplete. What great work to get those hands up there. And now it's 4th down.
The defender saw this the entire way, Mike. He actually ran the route before the receiver even got to his spot. Unfortunately, this one didn't end up getting picked, going the other way.
This one angles out of bounds, and the mark comes inside the 15-yard line. The Patriots offense going to take over here in the final minute of this first half. They'll begin it on the ground with Henderson. And a nice game there on first down. He takes it forward for 8 yards. Now the Patriots are going to use their first timeout. They get the stoppage with just over 50 seconds to play in this first half. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Operating from the shotgun, it's May. This one not quite on target. Got him too much. That one falls incomplete.
The coverage by Andrew Phillips.
Third and 2. Here we go. May gonna look to throw. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. And he's out of bounds. They're going to mark him at the 35. They get 14 on that hookup. Good for a Patriots first down.
At the 35-yard line.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
And he's going to be out of bounds, just shy of midfield. He had their lone touchdown of the game earlier, and he comes through with the catch and a first down in this spot.
You find yourself in these 2-minute drills, Mike. They're pretty critical moments in the game. They go a long way to deciding the outcome, so it makes a lot of sense. You start looking for your top target, and he comes through for him now.
And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. New England going to take their second timeout as they'll stop it just a little bit over 30 seconds to go in this first half. On second down, it's May. Short pass caught by Henry, tight end. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line. That's his third catch for this first half, and good enough for a first down.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Now May. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
The coverage.
You know, there's a rule that's pretty simple when you're running routes against zone coverage, Mike, and it's as simple as if you're open, stay open. Instead, you see the receiver here, he ends up running to a covered window, and it just clouds the vision of the quarterback. Instead of throwing into a wide open target, he's now forced to throw into a contested area.
So, halftime straight ahead, and we go down to Scott Hansen, who has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hansen and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the third quarter as we're ready to kick off the second half. Back out to our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Okay, Scott, thanks a bunch. We'll see which team's adjustments will pay dividends here. Likely going to play a big role in who wins this one. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. They get across the 20, mark them at the 22-yard line. The Patriots offense looking to get back to work as we begin this third quarter. So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. He'll start this drive by keeping it himself. And I'm up and down just shy of the 40. That's the way to get started. A pickup of 17 and a very quick first down.
First and 10.
So, Mike, at the core of a successful zone read play is that the quarterback understands which defender is he responsible for. That is the defender they're trying to put in a bind. In this case, he chooses the runner. The quarterback pulls the ball, and he's able to take off for a big gain.
And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
On the play, 2nd and 10 at the 39-yard line.
May to throw on 2nd down. This one will be zipped out, blown up in the backfield.
Tackled back at the 35-yard line.
It is 3rd and long. Here's May. They'll try to set up the screen here. He's going to be out of bounds. He is well shy where he needed to get to. It'll bring up 4th down.
Anytime you call a running back screen, the key is the relationship between the offensive line and the running back. They have to be in sync perfectly to set up the big play. That wasn't the case here on 3rd down. He gets tackled short of the sticks.
Taken at the 19. Oh, looked like he may have hit a seam for a moment, but he's taken down after a solid return. The Giants offense and their running back set to go once more. The deficit, 6 points. A touchdown here would be mighty nice for the offense. See what they can do on this drive. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here comes Dart. That is caught. It's Robinson. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. First time they've looked his way all game long. But he comes through with the grab and a first down.
41-yard line.
They'll run with Tracy. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down.
Taken down at the 43-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
From the 43, here's 2nd and 8. On play action, it is Dart. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. He didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up 3rd down.
They just have to be more creative with their route concepts, Mike. I mean, there's nobody open, nowhere to go with the ball, and quarterback's just forced to throw that one away.
They need 8 as they come up for 3rd down. Operating from the gun, it's Dart. Catch made right side. It's Johnson. They get 12 yards on that pass. That's good for a Giants first down.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
Play fake, now Dart will swing this out wide to Tracy. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the Patriots' 42-yard line.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 8. On the play fake, here's Dart. He'll step up and run this.
Jackson Dart on the scramble. Caleb on Chason on the tackle. It's a gain of 4, and it's 3rd down.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. Looking to throw. It's Dart. And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on 3rd down. After that play, it stopped an injured Giant on the field. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Throwing. Dart. That is incomplete. No way to force a football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up 2nd down.
I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
A carry here for Tracy. And they will take him down at the 20-yard line. A pickup there of 13. 1st down, Giants.
That's another Giants 1st down. A gain of 13 yards. 1st down, Giants.
On the ground, here's Tracy. A pickup of 10, and it's going to set up 1st and goal.
10 more yards. That's another Giants 1st down. 1st and goal.
So anytime you're trying to defend one of these bigger backs in the league, Mike, the key you're going to hear every defensive coach preach is we've got to get penetration and we've got to stop his feet before he hits the line of scrimmage. If these backs are able to get a full head of steam downhill or past the line of scrimmage, there's going to be broken tackles, there's going to be yards after contact, and that's what we saw here.
A pickup of 2 brings up 2nd and goal at the 7-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 7 for 2nd and goal. They'll go with him again. And this defense trying to stiff it. He gets back to the line, and that is it. 3rd and goal coming up.
Give credit to this defense, Mike. Their back's against the wall, and they're standing tall so far. Nothing on those first 2 runs. We'll see what the offense has in store now as they bring up 3rd down.
Big play coming up. 3rd and goal. He'll try to throw it, and here's Dart. And he's going to be dropped. They can get to him back at the 15-yard line.
We have to wonder if we look back at the end of this game, Mike, and say, was this a prime opportunity for this offense that they blew after that 3rd down sack? An opportunity to take the lead here late in the game, and instead, I think there's a real decision about whether or not they should just take the 3 and chip away at this lead.
Out is Younghoe Koo to try the field goal. This just a little more than a chip shot. 32-yard attempt. Koo's kick is good. And the Giants will cut the lead from 6 down to 3. So now, after the made field goal, back out is Koo to kick this one off. Here comes a return from the 3. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The Patriots offense ready to take over possession of the football. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. Ground, here is Henderson. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
The line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 24-yard line.
2nd and 10. Again, it's Henderson. Once again, this defense up to the task. They stop it for no gain yet again. And now it's 3rd down.
No gain on the play. It's 3rd and 10.
What a waste of time.
Working out of the gun. It's Madden. And that is incomplete.
And this is where the timing of these passing games, you see guys, they call it routes on air, Mike. During the course of the week, there's no defense, nobody playing on coverage, but it's the timing. It's be on time, get your depth, be where the quarterback expects you to be, because then when the game starts, things get sped up just a little bit more for the quarterback. And in this case, it's a perfect example. He's open, he tries to lead his guy, just puts a little too much in front.
And he'll be brought down, short return, and they'll take over there. The Giants offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. And as you take a look at the numbers, you have to imagine he was the topic of conversation in that locker room at halftime. They got to find a way to slow him down. Nothing they've done has worked so far. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Now it's Tracy looking to run, and he'll work his way past the 40. He's tackled after a gain of 4.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
From the 41, here's 2nd and 5. The throw is Dart. Open man is Robinson. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the 1st down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and inches.
3rd and inches. They'll go with the sneak. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
And the Giants, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Lone back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. Into space. He will go all the way. Tyrone Tracy. Touchdown, New York.
Touchdown.
Taking care of business on the ground. They run it into the end zone to put 6 on the board.
Mike, some of the hardest elements to coach for a running back is vision and patience. And in this case, you saw both of them on display, and he's able to take the long run all the way to the house for 6.
Here's Coop for the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Giants make the lead full. It is 17-13.
Patriots 13.
So out is Coop. He'll kick this one away after the touchdown. On the return, Travion Henderson. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Patriots offense ready to come back out for this next possession. They trail by 4. A touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. Henderson, and he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
You know, anytime you're talking about an interior defensive lineman, it's always easy to talk about his size and his strength. But what stands out to me, Mike, is his ability to move his feet, turn those hips, get penetration in the backfield, and take the running back down for a loss.
Off the play fake, it's May. That one taken in by Douglas. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. A 19-yard pickup there. 1st down, New England.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
These are the kind of plays that when you draw them up on the chalkboard, Mike, they all look great. But if you can't protect long enough, you're never going to get the receiver. I mean, think, he started on the left side of the formation in the slot, and he has to run all the way across the field to the right third. I mean, that takes a lot of time. Let's give a lot of credit to the big guys up front.
It's a gain there of 26 yards.
That's another Patriots 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. On the draw, it's Henderson. He'll be stopped after a short gain to about the 30. Cordell Flott is there on the tackle.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 30-yard line.
So, 3 quarters now in the books. Back with more Monday Night Football after this. Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd down. Out of the gun, here's May. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
Brings up 3rd down and 8 yards to go.
Big play coming up. This is 3rd down. To throw now, May. He'll find his tight end. That's Henry. 11 yards on the pass there. Good for a Patriots 1st down.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Really nice job there, Mike. All they're trying to do is just clear some space for the tight end and then let him go to work in the middle of the field. Now they're set up nicely inside the red zone.
May now on 1st and 10. Has completed to Douglas. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
Douglas. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 13-yard line.
2nd down and 3. On the give, it's Henderson. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that.
Taken down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It's 3rd down and 4.
Good drive to this point. Now can you convert on 3rd and 3? Throwing now is May. And they're going to have enough to convert here. And it sets up first and goal.
It's a gain of 8. That's good for a Patriots first down.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points through.
And he'll just get up inside those big bodies up front. And he's in. Travion Henderson. Touchdown, Patriots. Now this, an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it. And the Patriots go up by a field goal as they lead it by 3.
Giants 17.
So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown, trying to kick it back the other way. The return starts from the 5. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. The Giants offense ready to get back at it. They'll start out first down and 10. Drive will start on the ground, and he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 30-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9. Out of the shotgun. It's Dart. And that ball led him too far, maybe too wide. Out of bounds, incomplete.
Incomplete. It's 3rd down and 9 yards to go.
3rd down and 9. Throwing is Dart. That one too far out in front. It is incomplete.
I'd say one of the most critical elements of a dynamic offense, Mike, is how efficient are you on 3rd down? It's something these teams stress all week. Here's an opportunity to continue to extend this drive. The defense wins this time and brings up 4th down.
Now, fair catch. He'll take it at about the 24-yard line. The Patriots offense and Drake May making their way back out. And he has been masterful so far leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Henderson to start this drive. And he'll pick up 2 out to the 27.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and
8. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Once more, it's Henderson. And he will get forward for about 5 yards. That sets up 3rd down.
Brought down by Neville Hewitt. That's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 2.
Throwing is May. Here's a screen taken in by Henderson. And he's going to have the first down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going.
6. And the Patriots first down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
On the handoff, Henderson. His defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 36-yard line.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. Operating from the shotgun, it's May. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
Throwing on 3rd down is May. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there, make things difficult defensively. It sets up 4th down.
When you get the ball in this situation, what you're looking to do is not only end the drive with a touchdown to put the game away, but you'd love to chew up some clock. So with that incomplete pass now likely putting an end to this series, that's a big opportunity for them to try to close this game out.
This brought in out past the 20. That could have broken for a bigger return, but as it is, nice job getting his offense a start out past the 30-yard line. They'll motion their tight end, Johnson. Dart going to keep this on his own read. He'll take this forward for about 5.
Tackle made at the 38-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 5. It's Tracy, and the defense there to meet him. They'll hold him to 2 and bring up 3rd down.
A 2-yard gain on the play, and it's 3rd down.
Now Dart. Moving outside the pocket.
A 2-yard gain. It's 4th down.
The Giants sending out their punter. Will be forced to punt, trailing here in the 4th quarter. Good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up. The Patriots offense and Drake May making their way back out. And this defense has got to be at its wits' end trying to come up with a way to keep him contained. He's had so many opportunities to tuck it and go, and he's turned a number of those into big plays. On 1st and 10, here's May. He's found his receiver, Butte. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 24-yard line.
From the 24 now, Here's second down and a yard. A run, and this is Henderson. And he's going to pick up the first down. That's a nice run, taking it up past the 30-yard line.
A 7-yard gain. That's good for a Patriots first down. First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
They run straight ahead with Henderson. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. A gain there of 15. First down, New England.
That's another.
You know, there's all this talk, Mike, about the value of the run game in today's NFL. You know when the run game matters? It matters right now. Fourth quarter, you've got the lead. Can you lean on your running back and offensive line to close this game out?
Here's May to throw it on foot. That one complete to Holland. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up second and 5.
Brings up second and 5 at the Giants' 48-yard line.
Up the middle, it's Henderson. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
A loss of 2. Brings up third down and 6.
Third and 6. Here's May. Here's a ball thrown deep right sideline. Not quite to the end zone, but in great position out of bounds at the 3. It's a big play when they needed it the most. Pick up of 46 yards.
First and goal at the 3-yard line.
An opportunity for what could be a game-sealing touchdown right here. First down and goal. Douglas in motion. Henderson. And he is going the wrong way. Tackled back at the 7.
This defense knows the importance of this drive. They have to keep this game at 1 possession. That's a great start there on first down.
Now from the 7, it's second and goal. Once more, Henderson. Not a lot of room to work there. Well played by the defense. And they set themselves up for third and goal. And the Giants here will use the first of their timeouts to talk things over before third down. Now, May. This one just too far for the receiver. Out in front of him. That one falls incomplete.
Incomplete. Brings up fourth and goal.
So a big spot looming here for Andres Borregales. This to stretch the lead to more than a field goal.
Makes the score Patriots 23, Giants 17.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. They're trying to pin him deep. They'll take this from the 3. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field. The Giants offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with first and 10. A carry here to Tracy. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up second down.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up second and 3.
2 minutes remain in the fourth quarter. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. Here's second down and 3. They'll drop to throw. Over the middle, that's the tight end, Johnson. And they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line.
It's a gain of
16 yards. Pick up on that one. That's good for a Giants first down.
First and 10.
All right, this is a good start. Plays like these are definitely going to help as you work your way into scoring range. While you have to be wary of an eye on it, they should have plenty of time here to finish this drive. Great job there defensively, separating the man from the ball. And this is the moments of the game where you need your best players to step up. And this guy's showing what he's capable of doing in the game's critical moment.
They'll come up now for second down. Operating from the gun, it's Dart. That's caught downfield by Robinson. And he's going to be taken down right at the 25-yard line. A big one here in the fourth quarter. And even 30 yards.
First down, New York.
Plenty of time, plus 2 timeouts at their disposal. It's first and 10. And that is incomplete.
So I don't hate the decision, Mike, but it just feels like he put a little too much air on that ball. It just took up way too much time to get to the open receiver. And when you hang a ball that long, the defenders at this level are just going to break and attack on that ball. And he's lucky that didn't end up going back the other direction.
Dart gonna throw it again. This one taken in by Hyatt. Now a timeout. Giants, that is their second, as they get it with just under a minute to go in this football game. Crowd noise rises. Big play here. Third and 1. To the air once more is Dart. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's fourth down.
Well, here we find the best laid plans sometimes do go astray. Every offense, Mike, what do they tell us? We want to stay ahead of the chains. We want to stay on schedule. This was a third and very reasonable. Incomplete on that third down try. Now brings up fourth and short.
And he is out of bounds at the 2-yard line. They convert with a gain of 15.
That's another.
And everyone in the stadium knew where the ball was going, and it didn't matter. And we see so often these third and fourth and short situations. There's such good opportunities to generate chunk plays, Mike, because you think how many bodies are up at or near the line of scrimmage, and it's exactly the case here. Keeps the drive alive.
And this is going to be a touchdown. A game-tying TD here in the final minute.
Well, there's still some time remaining, but what a sequence of events here, Mike. I mean, late in the game, they get the touchdown that they needed to tie it, and now they can take the lead with the extra point.
So, not home yet. Still a critical extra point here to break the tie. A critical extra point is up and good. They have taken a 1-point lead here in the late stages of this one. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. On the return, Travion Henderson. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. So now the New England offense getting ready for their next possession. Here's 1st and 10. Working out of the gun. It's May. That's to the right side and incomplete.
Intended for Stephon Diggs. Incomplete. It leads to 2nd and 10.
Here's 2nd down. May gonna look to throw. That one incomplete. Good job, textbook there. Separated the man from the ball, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
The game is there for the taking. They control their own destiny, but this brings up a really big 3rd down here. But remember, they don't have to force it and push the ball past the sticks. Even if they come up short, they still have 4th down in their back pocket to try to extend this drive and see if they can pull out the win here late.
He's got his man. It's Diggs. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield. Now the Patriots going to use their first timeout as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this 4th quarter. Two timeouts still in their back pocket. It's 1st and 10. May to the air once more. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very stout there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. When that defender's bearing down, you really get a good idea what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch, and in this case, what guys are unwilling.
Complete to Henderson. New England going to take their 2nd timeout, and they stop it with 22 ticks left on the clock here in the 4th.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
Here is a big one. 3rd down and 2. Here's May again. He's got his man. Right side. It's complete. Oh, he's taken down here. Fire drill time. They've got to run the field goal unit out.
Big time throw there. Sets them up really nicely. They find themselves well in field goal range for a potential game-winning field goal try. Under a minute. All they got to do is just keep working the clock, get as close as they can, send that kicker out there and see if he can make that kick.
A 51-yard attempt.
Got the distance, and it's good! He knocks it through from long range. And they take the lead in the final minute of this game.
Well, there's no more pressure-filled spot for a kicker than that one right here, Mike. I mean, it's very simple. You make it, you win. You miss it, you lose. And what's he do? He comes through to not only give his team the lead, but most likely the victory.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
They'll come up for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here comes Dart. That is is incomplete, so the task gets more difficult. Time for maybe 2 plays. That's it.
Craig Woodson there defensively.
Here comes second down. Here's Dart. That's over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Intended for Tyrone Tracy. Incomplete. Jack Gibbons on the coverage.
What about this crowd getting even louder before 3rd and 10? Looking to throw. It's Dart. Now he'll air this one out deep for Hyatt. And that's going to be incomplete. The defense holds here in the final minute, and they're going to get out of here with a victory. So it's a win for the Patriots. They took this one down to the wire. The late field goal does the trick. And they walk away with the victory. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Patriots winners at home as we say so long from Foxborough.